Hey, what's going on? Man, I might figure this thing out yet. Okay, we're doing a video. I'm the Zonkman, and this is all things stoner. Welcome. Appreciate anybody that clicks on, checks things out. Another video. If you see me wearing the same shirt as a video the other day, that just means they were recorded the same day but posted on different days. Anyway, what is this video? This video is the top 10 stoner albums of 2024. And you're like, yo, dude, this is like 2025. Like, 2025 isn't over yet. So why are you posting best of 2025s? Because you don't expect anything to come out in the month of December because of Christmas? No. In fact, that's another thing too. I'm still trying to get stoner records that came out, shoot, the last 6 months. There's Cosmic Reaper, Yawning Man, oh man, I'm drawing a blank. Stone Nomads, Howling Giant. That's just 4 I can remember off the top of my head. There are several 2025 releases that I haven't gotten yet. So I'm gonna turn this down. We're still rolling with the psychedelic Astral Yacht, the Zonkman's new theme song. Anyway, all right. So this is a, what else are we doing? That's it. So that's the best I can explain is, yes, it is the top 10 of 2024, but that's because I had, and there was even some 2024 albums I didn't get till 2025. And that's why I do this. Did I plan on doing this maybe like in June of 2025? Yeah, maybe. But it just didn't happen. Now I got a lot of stuff here. We're going to do some honorable mentions. And it's actually like a top 15. So I better get to rolling because there's a lot of records here. Hermano. This was actually an EP when the moon was high. And with some live tracks on it. So it's an honorable mention. But I definitely wanted to show Hermano because Hermano is John Garcia. And John Garcia, another project of his after Kaya split up, I just showed a record from Record Store Day, Slow Burn. So if you like John Garcia vocals, Slow Burn, Hermano, you need to get with it. We're gonna halfway roll anyway. More honorable mentions: Stone Nomads, At the Gates of Solitude. This is 2024. They have released another record this year, not that long ago, probably like 3 or 4 weeks ago. I went to go see these guys right here in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. They're from Texas. And this is probably more straight up heavy metal, but I'm going to throw it in the doom sludge category. Sorry guys, still an honorable mention. I'm getting into them. Thou, more doom sludge. And Thou is right from the sludge capital, Louisiana. Actually, they're not. New Orleans, I guess, is the sludge capital. These guys are from Baton Rouge. So Thou. And the name of this album is... What is the name of this album? Umbilical. More honorable mention. Heavy Temple, Garden of Heathens. Now this reminds me, this actually has a female lead singer. This reminds me of Coven, you know, from the late 60s, Jinx Dawson. This is right up that alley of like occult. She's a high priestess. Yeah. Garden of Heathens by Heavy Temple. And one more. Honorable mention. Temple of the Fuzz Witch. Apotheosis. On Ripple Music. So this is real cool. Still that heavy. The heaviness. We'll say more like Doom Sludge. All right, let's get into it. Actually, my top 10 is the top 15. Number 15, High on Fire. Cometh the Storm. Now, if you're not familiar with High on Fire, it's really like a heavy metal act from Oakland, California. This is a Matt Pike project, which if you're familiar, Matt Pike is from Sleep. Sleep is Dope Smoker. Matt Pike for President. This is a 2024 record. 2 LPs. Cometh the Fire. Okay, let's see here. I think we're going to set the 15 in there and hope for the best. Number 14. Clouds Taste Satanic. This is New York instrumental doom. And man, this is killer. 79 AE is the title of the record. And of course, it is a tale of doom from our days of extinction. So killer stuff. Number 13. Orange Goblin out of the UK. Yeah, this record, this straight up just like stoner. I say stoner doom. Cool stuff. Science, not fiction. 2 LP set. These cats have a long list of records. Early 2000, 2002, stuff like that. Time Traveling Blues. Tales from Planet something. Man, what's the other one? And The Big Black. There's some good records there in like the early 2000s. They're still going. Orange Goblin out of the UK, 2024. Here we go. How about number 12? Big Scenic Nowhere. This is, yeah, look at this. The eye. The all-seeing eye. This is a mixture, kind of some desert bands, Yawning Man, Fu Manchu, Moss Generator, Gary Arce, Bob Balch. Good stuff. Good stuff. Of course, this is heavy psych sounds. This is very mellow. This is very like, just like stone, but really desert rock. Just trying to like capture, you know, that desert feel. All right, now we're at number 11. 1000 Mods, Cheat Death. These guys are from Greece. Their record label is Ooga Booga and the Mighty Oog. That's the name of the record label. This is another band that has stuff stemming back from early 2000s, Super Van Vacation. Great stoner doom stuff. All right, now we're cracking into the top 10. Let's keep rolling here. Riff Lord on Ripple Music. 39 Serpent Power. This is exactly what it says. Just fuzzed out, tuned down riffs. Killer stuff, man. These cats are out of Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Good stuff, man. Somewhat close to our buddy here, Derek, in Nebraska. Let's see, what are we doing here? Slift, Ilion, These guys are from south of France. This I found out about Slift from Dylan at Noble Records back in 2020. They had another record. They had a record come out then. This is a follow-up to that. I mean, just look at that cover, man. It's like this gas mask with red Play-Doh coming out of it. Yeah, you know this stuff's good. Here we have some Lord Buffalo. Listen, not King Buffalo, Lord Buffalo. But you know, if there's anything King, Lord, King Buffalo in anything, the Zonkman's probably going to pick it up. So this is Lord Buffalo, Holus Bolus. Now this cover's kind of cool. This is all like birds. Reminds you of like some Alfred Hitchcock birds. These cats are Austin, Texas. This is very mellow stuff. I was gonna call it like stoner folk music, but they actually the genre they refer to themselves as mud folk. So mud folk for some Lord Buffalo. Did I say what that was? Number 8. Let's keep rolling with the numbers. Keep the numbers straight. Number 8. Number 7, Red Mesa. Partial Distortions. These cats are out of Albuquerque, New Mexico. And what is our one connection with Albuquerque, New Mexico? That is how I found out about this band. Scott Waters from No Life Till Metal. Same thing, I think there was a 2020 album. He talked about some Red Mesa, said it was stoner rock. Boom, the Zonkman was on board. This album, these cats are getting better. This record is better than the other, and they have an earlier one too, from 2018. But yeah, 2024, number 7 on the Zonkman's top stoner doom albums of 2024. How about Slow Mosa, Tundra Rock? These cats are from Norway, and this is on that MNRK Heavy label. This I didn't really been showing not all the records. I don't have. That's like a tan record. This is killer stuff too, man. Here's a big one right here. Now we're down to number 5, Acid Mammoth. Supersonic Megafauna Collision. I mean, just check out that cover. It's like a huge mammoth skull with an amp in there. And then there's like a guy with a sword and a shield cloaked up on top there. Acid Mammoth is out of Athens, Greece. They're on Heavy Psych Sounds. This is killer stuff. This is actually my first Acid Mammoth. Need all the Acid Mammoth. Self-titled, Caravan. Acid Mammoth is just killer stuff all the way around. From beginning to end with them. Here we're going to go. Number 4, Stone Kind. Was that Hollow Ground? This band is from right here, Winston-Salem, North Carolina, right in the Zonkman headquarters. And I found out about them via the Cosmic Peddler in Texas. And then like their record label, what is the record label? Is it Electric Spark? Electric Spark Records is like in the Netherlands or something. So this is a 3-piece stoner band right here in North Carolina. This is their second record. This is killer heavy stuff. This is good stuff. Number 4. All right, we're getting into the top 3 now. Here we go. Greenleaf, The Head and the Habit. Man, I've been listening to Greenleaf for a while. This is great. Sweet stoner rock from Sweden. And these guys have been around a long time too, since like 2000 or something like that. But they really like the main records I have are like maybe in the last 10 years, 2014 or 2016 on. Greenleaf. That's just a cool cover, man. It's spacey. It's mountainy. It's stoner. We're going to see the trees. We're going to see the mountains. Greenleaf. All right, number 2. Now this one could have been number 1. Resin Burden. Now I have to thank my good buddy VK at the Zep Pearl channel for turning me on to resin. Was VCLT probably 4 years ago or better. He sent some resin because these cats are out of Chicago. Now it's like they're like, oh yeah. He's like, yo man, it's like stoner stuff, man. You guys will like it. You know, he's like, you'll like it, you'll dig it. And then I forget what albums it was, but there was like, we're playing this stoner stuff, and then all of a sudden they break off into some horns. We're like, what the hell? There's like a dude with a saxophone. And dude, it works, man. It works with the whole stoner vibe. It was kick ass. So they have always had horns on their records. This is the 2024 release, Burden. This could have been my number 1. I saw them in 2024 with Aaron Griffin in Durham, North Carolina. And just, Aaron was like, hey, yeah, come on. Paul Bearer's got a show in Durham. It's like, and Resin's going to open up for him. And there was a couple other bands too. But so I probably went there, and I was familiar with Paul Bearer. I went there, being like a Resin fan first, this stuff cooks. And then my ass was blown away by Paul Bearer. And I was like, wow. I mean, like I said, I was familiar with Paul Bearer, had Forgotten Days. They've been around a while. They've been around 15 years or so, something like that. Out of Little Rock, Arkansas. Great stoner stuff. Heavy doomier side of stoner. This album right here from 2024, Mind Burns Alive. This is a killer record. This is better than Sorrow and the Extinction and Least of the Burden, I think, is another record. There's some good early records. And for Forgotten Days is probably my jumping in on about 2020. But this record, crazy good. And what happened on this record? Dude started playing on just a couple tracks. The saxophone pops out. I'm like, oh man, this is killer. And it was excellent that these guys were touring with Resin. What does the Resin dude do? When Paul Bearer comes out, the guy from Resin is playing the sax on stage with them on their couple songs that they have. So man, it is freaking killer. Killer stuff. I highly recommend this record, Paul Bearer. This is number 1. Mind Burns Alive 2024. You will not go wrong with this. To have horns in, you got a saxophone in with your stoner doom. Your mind will be blown away. So that is the Zonkman's Top 10 2024 Stoner Doom albums. And that's, we're going kind of long, so I'm going to kind of like cut this off pretty quick, man. Tell me in the comments, what you've heard of, what you haven't heard of, and what you may seem interested to maybe go sample out of all this stuff. Great stuff, man. All right, that's it. All right, y'all have a good one. Later.